Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about weighted moving average, the forecasting algorithm that SAP has introduced. So what is it? We understood that a simple moving average in our previous videos, and we are going to understand what is weighted moving average. So what we need to do as usual is that we need to define the periodicity, as in we are doing it in month, how many months in the future that we want to forecast, and how many months we want to look back. And then we go to forecasting steps, and we have to define the input for on which we want to generate the forecast, and then the where we want to save our forecast values to, right? So these are the key figures that I'm using. So before proceeding on to configuring the or setting up the algorithm, let us understand what this moving average concept is. So it's like, suppose that the most recent month's sales unit is 120, followed by 110 in the previous months, and so on and so forth. And we want to give more emphasis on the most recent observations of sales rather than the past sales, right? So let's have a look at the data here. So what we see is that the sales has suddenly increased, right? So it has, suppose the end for the entire 12 months period, the average has been 82. However, in the past few months, the sales has actually increased, and we want to put more weights into the most recent months observed data. So what we can do is we can go to the algorithm and we can add an algorithm called weighted moving average, right? And then maybe we can select 6 months of periods. And here we have to select a key figure which is providing the weightage as we saw in example. So in there, this key figure will store the weight for each month. So as we see that in this example, we are putting the most emphasis on the most recent months, followed by the last previous 2 months, and then the other 3 months, having the list of the weightages. So as you see in this algorithm settings, so we have to provide the key figure which has the source of weights. So here we are using this key figure which is storing the previous month's weightage. So I'm defining the weightage as we have seen the example. Right, and I'm saving it. I'll just delete this data. And now let's go to the algorithm. And so we will use this key figure. So let's copy this key figure for forecast adjustment. This key figure. And we click on save. Right, so this algorithm is saved. Now what we will do is we'll go to application jobs and select this algorithm and run it. So we see that it has generated the future forecast. So now let's see how this is calculating the future forecast data. So let us go to our presentation and see the calculation. So first step is that it multiplies each month's sales by its weights. So I had the latest month's sales as 120, and I have provided the most weight. So it is multiplying the weight with the sales history, And similarly, it is doing the same for the previous months. So as a next step, it is summing up all these values. And in the third step, it is summing up the weights. And in the fourth step, what is it doing is that it is dividing the sum of the sales multiplied by the weights and then divided it by the sum of the weights. So the forecast units is 102 units. That's how we are getting the forecast for the future periods. So thank you for watching and hope you gained some valuable insights from this short tutorial. Thank you.